Hello, I'm Michael Diamond. You're watching Muscle Central. Okay, there's been some talk. Do we need a 212 division? After all, it was a couple of years ago, the Arnold Classic eliminated the 212 from their shows. And we have people like William Bonac and Heidi Chupin, who both came from the 212, who are both now competing in the Open, and arguably each one of them could have been Mr. Olympia. Went from 212 to the Open, very, very competitive. Then we have just recently Shaun Clarida stepping on the stage at the Legion Sports Fest, winning an open show, qualifying himself for both the Open and the 212. Unfortunately, they won't let him compete in both. That's another video. So you have these guys that are 212 competitors that obviously can compete at a higher level at the Open division. Now, you can also throw Flex Lewis into that mix. Although we haven't seen him on the Open stage yet, we will see him, and I think everybody can agree that he will be a force on the Open stage. So if we got these guys that are able to compete at a high level on the Open stage, why do we need 212? What I was about to say is they're really outliners. They're not what we would say would be typical. Excuse me. You're not going to see a lot of guys that are in a 212 division start jumping into open shows and being competitive at the high level. Even if they're very competitive at the high level in the 212, it's just not going to happen. The ones I mentioned, and there might be a couple of more there in the 212, they're not the norm, and they're able to make a transition. Now, what it comes down to is size does matter. Size shouldn't be a determining factor in whether a bodybuilder wins, but if everything else being equal or close to equal, the bigger guy will most likely, in all cases, win. That's everything equal, everything else equal, the bigger guy is going to win. Now, let's go back to Shaun Clarida. First off, Heidi and William, they compete in the 230 range. You got guys in the Open that are 250 is fairly average now, and they come in bigger, 60, 70, and you got the Ramis that are pushing close to 300. But now we got the Hadi and Bonac competing at 230, even though they're being outweighed a lot. It's not like a Shaun Clarida, who's stepping on stage at 174 pounds. We're talking about giving away 100 pounds of muscle. Let's not even go that far apart. Take Dexter Jackson, for example, who never competed in a 212 division, always competed open and very successful. At his best, he was probably about 225 and 230. 230 is a good solid 50 pounds more than 270, 275. Dexter Jackson in his prime, at his best, Sean Clarita, no matter how great a package he brings in, could never beat him. Because all those other, besides the amount of muscle he carries for his stature, for his size, he has a lot of other attributes that are in his favor. But someone like Dexter Jackson has all those attributes also. So there's no way someone like Sean Clarita would ever beat someone like Dexter Jackson, or when he's in condition at his best. And to beat the bigger guys, well, not to take anything away from Regan Grimes and Sergio Oliva Jr., who Sean Clarita beat in the open show, they are not top-level Olympia competitors. It's a different ball game. I'm not saying someone like Sean Clarita, someone with his stature, someone coming in with a package like he brings in, couldn't place in the top 6 or possibly top 5. But to be higher, a win, people are going to have to be a bit off, quite a bit off for that to happen. It would never happen. And Sean Clarita, he's never gonna reach the top of the 212 class. So what it comes down to is, yes, some 212 competitors can compete in the open stage, and some of them will transition to be open competitors. Some of them can and will be successful. But for the most part, it's not going to happen. Size is part of the equation. It's like I said, it shouldn't be the whole equation, but when all other things are equal or close to equal, the bigger man is always going to win. Sean Clarita, Hadi Choopan, William Bonac, they're outliners. They're not the typical. We need a 212 class for those smaller guys, the shorter guys, smaller stature. Okay, if you agree or disagree with what I've said, please let me know in the comment section. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please share and by all means subscribe. Do not forget to hit that notification bell. This way, every time I put up a new video, you will be notified. Also, if you go to the description box, you're going to find some links there. One link is to the Facebook Muscle Central page. Any questions, you can go there, DM me. I'd be happy to answer them. You'll also find links to Species Nutrition and Mr. Potts Protein. Click on both links. Go to both websites and check out all their great products. Once again, this is Michael Diamond, and I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.